Hello, good morning, Sally. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very well, thank you, Said. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome to SBUB
Good.
Group Limited. And if you could please
Thank you.
take us through to the courses you're offering, and especially for the MENA region, Gulf, and North African countries. Okay,
With pleasure. So I'm
please.
actually currently based in our London Central School. So I'm
Okay,
the sales manager at St. Giles International. We are a family-owned, family-run business. We've been operating since 1955, so we're getting pretty old now. We have a number of schools in the UK, and we also have a school in Canada, in Vancouver.
okay,
So as I said, I'm in our London Central School right now. So we're kind of right in the heart of Bloomsbury, opposite Russell Square, next to the British Museum, still in kind of the hustle and bustle of central London. So a really nice location for students that love kind of being in the big city. We have another London school as well. So our other London school is 20 minutes from central London in Highgate. Syed, have you ever been to London?
yeah, I've been to your center, and I've been with my students, and they're quite happy basically.
I'm
I had good time.
pleased. Yeah, it's a lovely center. Highgate is 20 minutes away from the center. This one's a little bit different. It's the perfect option for younger students. So if you have any students aged sort of 14 and above, Highgate's in a really beautiful suburb, very, very green, huge garden, but you've still got, it feels like you're in the countryside, but you're just 20 minutes away from the center. So we've got sort of two London options right in the center,
Okay.
20 minutes away in a greener area. We've got beautiful Brighton, which is really, really popular with the MENA Gulf region. Beautiful seaside town, but it's called London by the Sea. It's what we know it as in the UK. So if you want a big city, but you also want the benefits of being by the beach and the nice weather, Brighton's a really, really good choice. It's a really big school we've got there as well. Capacity for over 500 students, and we're right opposite the Royal Pavilion in Brighton.
Okay.
Um, the Royal Pavilion is beautiful. It almost looks almost the Taj Mahal is a bit of a big claim, but kind of not
Okay.
dissimilar from the Taj Mahal on the outside. And it's got beautiful gardens, very, very famous, right in the center of Brighton. On top of our Brighton school, we have Eastbourne. So
Okay.
Eastbourne isn't far away from Brighton. The school itself actually looks onto the sea. So you can see the sea from the classrooms.
That's good.
Yeah, get that fresh sea air. Eastbourne's a really nice option because it's a little bit of a quieter city. It's only an hour and a half from London, half an hour from Brighton, but it's a city where lots of people go on holiday in the UK. It's full of retaillees as well because it's paradise. You're by the sea, and it's actually our cheapest option in the group.
Okay.
It's a nice point there. Final school in the UK is Cambridge. It's a very prestigious, beautiful city.
Yeah, I've been to
Very
Cambridge. It's
famous,
definitely very different city, trust me. Especially
isn't
when
it?
you come from Birmingham and then you go to Cambridge. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Cambridge looks like something out of Harry Potter, maybe.
Yes,
Did you think
yes.
classically British,
Mm-hmm.
cobbled streets, the cathedral, different to Birmingham, I would say for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, really nice school there, very small boutique school, right in the heart of Cambridge too. So good option there. And then we have lovely Vancouver. So if you want to flip to the other side of the world and go to Canada, we've got a lovely school in downtown Vancouver there.
Okay.
So not far from the bay and Stanley Park, all the attractions. And our Vancouver school is a little bit older, so in terms of our average age. So our
Okay.
average age in Vancouver is 30, and the rest of our schools, it kind of falls around the mid-20s region.
Okay.
Vancouver is a little bit older. We get a lot of business executives that go and study there because we have a huge platinum center.
Okay.
Um, Now, you mentioned in terms of courses, the things that we offer. Um, Obviously, classic general English, a very popular one. We do our international semester courses as well. So the longer you stay, the better it is price-wise. We also have options in terms of class times. So we have morning options.
Okay.
So you can study 20 lessons per week in the morning, so from about 9 till 1.
Okay.
We also have afternoon options. So this isn't, I don't know how common this is with the other schools you work with, Syed. I don't think it's hugely common.
No, it's not.
Um,
It's not. And it's
yeah,
really helpful to the students Mostly those who are lazy.
Who want to line in the morning? I mean, we've all been there.
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
definitely see the value in that.
yes.
That's it. Lazy students, or also students who want to explore the city in the morning. If
Yes,
you're an early bird and you want to get up and do all the activities before they get a bit busier and everyone finishes work,
yes,
also
true.
a nice time. But yes, we have those afternoon options, and they're actually 20% cheaper than our morning options.
Okay.
They're exactly the same. There's no difference in terms of class and teaching styles and the class, what you'll be covering. Purely just a difference in time because the morning options are more popular.
Yeah.
We also have our full day option as well. So that's 28 lessons from 9 till 3:30. You'll be studying there. So few options in terms of what we're doing lesson wise.
Okay.
We've got general English plus English for business. We've got university studies options. Do many of your students need to study towards their IELTS or their TOEIC? Or?
Yeah, they can be, definitely. Yeah, they want
Yeah,
to achieve a good score in IELTS, and
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, so we offer all kind of the range of academic courses, Cambridge exam preparation as well. So we can really help them achieve the level that they need to potentially get to university, or just that they need to say they have it for employability reasons as well.
Okay.
Um,
And
so
so
we
also you offer family packages, I think you do offer.
Oh, so these are my favorite courses. We absolutely do. So these are really nice options, especially if you're a parent that uses English in your work life. You don't even have to be a parent. We have grandparents sometimes come with their children, big brothers and sisters, things like that. So what our family courses include is there 20 lessons in the morning. So the children and the adults will study in different schools. So in London, London Central, the adults study in our London Central School, and the children are just over the road in a separate building that we have. They then come together at lunchtime, and after lunch is where the fun really begins.
Yes,
We've got all
yes,
the
I've
activities.
been, I was with the family and it's quite good.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and
We've
then
got
recreations and all that. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it. We do kind of 3 afternoon activities a week and 1 full day activity on the weekend. On top of it being, a really fun, incredible way to practice your English, great networking opportunities. You meet other families, make family friends. We've had students that have come here year on year with families from different nationalities all over the world because they've made kind of good friends, and it's a great way to practice their
Yes,
English.
yes. Yes.
It also means there's free time as well. So we've got 2 afternoons per week where we don't have activities, and you can do whatever suits you as a family. So it's a perfect kind of happy medium, a holiday, but also with a purpose.
Okay. And also you offer premium, basically, yeah.
Yeah, premium courses. We do our platinum courses.
Platinum.
So
Yeah. I've rightly said, yeah, platinum.
yeah, that's it. So platinum is specifically for business executives. A lot of people on the family course will sometimes pair this in if you've got a parent who, uses English for business day to day in their role. Platinum's a little bit different to our general English classes. So general English, we have maximum class size of 12, average class size of 10. So it's still pretty reasonable. Platinum is a maximum class of 5. So it's very intensive. There's no shying away. Everybody practices their English. And it's with a business focus. So you might be doing negotiating in English, or high impact presentations, or writing proposals.
Okay.
What we do with our platinum courses is every student fills out a questionnaire before they come. And it's exactly on what they need English for. Okay. So, do you need English because you're negotiating with Americans on the phone all day? And you need to be better practice with your speaking and your verbal English. And we really, because the classes are so small, we really tailor them to your students' needs.
Okay.
So
also, a quick question, like the age factor. Many students says,
yes.
okay, we are mature, so are we going to sit with the young students? So how do you deal with that?
So it's very different. So platinum, it's 21 years old is the minimum age. And actually the average age is kind of much older. We get a lot.
Sorry, not just platinum, in general. Like
in general
okay.
as well. So for general English, 16 is the minimum age. Now, what we do that's a little bit different as well is we have general English for juniors. Okay. So for 14-year-olds, what we tend to do, because we offer this option, students under the age of 18 will tend to be kept together because we have these 14-year-olds that we don't like to put in with over 18s where possible. So students under the age of 18 tend to stay together. Students over the age of 18 tend to be in sort of mixed classes.
Okay.
We have options for students over the age of 30. So in summer, we run a course in Brighton and in Vancouver, for students over the age of 30 that specifically want to study with other students who are a little bit older.
Okay.
But as I said, our average age tends to be mid-20s in general English in most of our English schools, but for Platinum, much, much older. So if you did want to avoid studying with younger students, for sure, Platinum's a pretty good.
And also, if you finish with the courses, then you can talk about how accommodation and airport pickups and any other facilities, student support facilities.
Absolutely. So we have lots of student support facilities on offer. Insurance, airport pickups, accommodation. Now for accommodation, all of our schools have homestay options. All of our schools except for Eastbourne have residential options as well. And all of our schools, we offer hotels, bed and breakfast in the area, apartments for the family course. We often get families that want to stay in a serviced apartment.
Yes.
So we've got lots and lots on offer there. In terms of residences, just because I'm in London Central, I'll tell you a little bit about it here. Really lucky that we have a residence upstairs in the school. So I wish I could take the camera and show you.
Now I've seen that even the platinum floor you have, it's so executive. It's so different, and you have different feeling when you go to that floor.
The lounge,
lounge, and the
it's almost like flying first class.
Small small cafeteria or the facility.
There's kind of coffee machines and things. We've got a cafe downstairs in the school. So Platinum is very kind of separate, chic. You know, you have to have a special pass to get in, so it feels very premium, like you're at the fancy lounge in business class.
So it's traveling in executive class, basically.
That's exactly what it is. And then a few floors above, you have the accommodation. So some of our students, the lazy students you were talking about, can literally roll out of bed and into their classes just a few floors below. And they're living in Zone 1 in London. I don't know anybody who lives in Zone 1 in London, so it's a pretty nice spot.
That's good.
So we've got that residence upstairs. We also, and this is something I wanted to talk about, we have a fantastic offer at the moment on our Chapter Highbury residence. So Chapter Highbury is 15 minutes door to door. So you have to get on the tube and it's a couple of stops away. It's a very modern, very chic residence. There's a gym, there's theatre rooms, there's private study rooms that you can book. Fantastic facilities. It's self-catered, and again, Zone 2 of London, so very, very good location. We've actually got an offer on at the moment, so if you have students that make any bookings between now and the end of October for Chapter Highbury and they are starting their course in 2020, so before the end of this year, we are charging the same price as we charge for homestay accommodation.
That's great.
So it's £203 a week. It's an absolute steal. It's
and
really
that
nice.
include the breakfast and
no, so this is self-catered completely. But
that's
you have a shared kitchen that you share with, I think, five other people.
And with this pandemic now, quickly before we finish our, so how is it like the students can travel and then you have any quarantine arrangements? Please, if you may, tell us about that.
Absolutely. So students are welcome to come. We would love to welcome them. Our schools are all reopened now as of the 13th of July. Now students coming from the MENA region have to self-quarantine when they arrive for 2 weeks. So what we have is we've got homestay accommodation, residential accommodation that are all prepared to deal with students quarantining. For homestay, there's a £35 or 35 Canadian dollar extra charge because that means you're full board. So breakfast, lunch and dinner is supplied for you. Your host can go out, they can get, do your shopping for you, everything, so that you're as comfortable as possible within those 2 weeks. We have online lessons for you as well. What we're actually offering too is that you can zoom into the classroom that you will be joining. So it's a great way to meet your fellow students and your teacher before you start. We also arrange a one-on-one meeting with your teacher. So you know exactly who you'll be having. You can build up that relationship before you start your course.